Happy birthdays as well. You always find the latest courtyard permanent solution. Out of the box.
Hello and welcome to Radio Waves by todderbert. If you enjoy reviews, comparisons, band scans of new and classic portable radios, then make sure to subscribe and tap the bell icon so you don't miss any of my most excellent videos. In front of us, we have the Raddy ATS200. This is an AM, FM stereo, long wave, airband, shortwave, single sideband. It has single sideband portable radio with Bluetooth send. Now that's a great feature. You can find this selling on their site. Links down below for around $119.99. Expected to go on sale because there are competitors out there that have lower prices. Raddy always tries to be competitive. Now, knowing that, Raddy supports their radios, and if there's firmware updates, they're quick to post them when they're solid, so they can test them in-house. I like that. So here it is, the ATS200. In the box, you get the ATS200, which is pretty cool. It's a stick-style radio, which is awesome. I'll show you compared to some other items. What do you get else? You get some extra little goodies. You get a charging cable, a long one actually, white. This is USB to, I believe, a Type-C. USB-C? Yeah, there we are. Cool, that's always a nice feature to have. Trendy, it's a good trend. We get this Dayglow neon green wrist strap. That's interesting. I don't know if I'll attach it or not, but hey, it's color. You can find it if you set it in the grass. You get a manual. This manual is not fantastic. You can download it and go to their site and get it. But yeah, we probably won't go over anything in this manual. I'll just kind of cover everything about the radio that I could figure out. It's definitely needs some upgrades, that's for sure. But to give you an idea, this is kind of what's in there. It's very simple. I just kind of show you the buttons. That's it. There's really nothing else to this pamphlet. Okay, set that aside. Set this other stuff to the side. Let's go over dimensions of the ATS200. And then we're going to have fun. We're going to try to demo this radio, go through most of the bands, and yeah, to give you my final thoughts on this bad boy. So we have a width of 2 inches. We have a height, including the telescopic whip here, of 5 3/8 of an inch. And then we have a depth of 3/4 of an inch. Not bad. So let's compare it to other radio sizes. Let's see what we have handy. I'm going to bring this up so we can film this here. We got, this is cool. This is the outgoing PL365, I believe. This is the CountyCom GP5. This has been a staple for a lot of people because it runs on 3 AA batteries. People love it. It has single sideband, but lacks a lot of features. But you can see there's a size difference. People like their stick radios. This one definitely comes in smaller, though it is heavier because it's a metal case. But there you go. What else can I show you here? We have a CC Pocket in the house. There you go. Give you kind of a gambit of pocket radios. Loving it. And loving that Bluetooth stem, like I mentioned. We're going to hopefully demonstrate that as well. So there's that. We always have CC Skywave in the house. Definitely not a competitor because it does not have single sideband on it. Though this does have weather band, which is nice. And runs on AA batteries. This runs on a lithium battery, of course. It's high power because it has a lot going on. We'll show that to you. And then last but not least, for size comparison, we have a deck of cards. Iron Man, he's the man with a master plan. He loves aluminum radios from Raddy Land. Sing it with me, man. Cool, ATS200, looking good. I like it. It's a sweet radio, man. You can see all these things going on. All right, great. So, there's a lot of features to go over. So, hopefully it won't go too long and we can have some fun. So, the radio itself. I don't think they gave a weight on it, but it's not too bad. You definitely can put it in a pocket. Like I said, aluminum construction. Really nice, brushed. Liking that there. We got a power button here. Turns it on. We got a 2.4-inch color LCD. Got some buttons down here, which I'll show you what they do. This right one here disengages Bluetooth, so if you want to pair it to something else. And because it's always active pairing, by the way. So if you have Bluetooth headphones or a Bluetooth speaker, it's always going to send a signal, and then those items will pick it up and automatically connect. Very cool, though. If you want to switch, you have to make sure you turn those off and then turn the other item on, because it'll automatically start up with the other one. It's pretty cool. I like it. Over here, this I'll show you, it does quite a bit. It has a low noise amplifier, a touchscreen lockout, and a rotary lockout. So that does quite a bit right there, the little button. Oh, I forgot to mention this power button turns on a flashlight. Woohoo, look at that. Light it up. Cool. So yeah, pretty basic. Down here we got a speaker. I believe it's 40 millimeter, they said, 1.5 inches. Rather tinny, but hey, when you get it hooked up to something with a little bass, the Foz power. Love this thing. It sounds fantastic. I love that. We'll turn it on in a second here. Just going to go over other features. The bottom of the radio, you can see you can hook up a magnetic rod antenna, though I have better luck hooking up a passive loop with a wire. That works really good versus using a magnetic rod antenna like this here. This Raddy one actually works really well from the RF919. If you have to go portable, this is the way to go. The smaller 360, 365, PL368, this guy here does not work as well. I don't know what it is. It maybe not tuned well, but yeah, this won't get you any mileage at all. So you can use the whip for medium wave, but yeah, you have to use that low noise amplifier, and it has to be strong stations. But yeah, you can also hook up your shortwave to that as well. As you can see, it's a shortwave single sideband. Also, I hooked up my FM down here. Even though it says antenna up here for FM antenna, it works on the bottom as well. So something to know. Inside, we have a actually not 1 point, but 1700 milliamp hour battery. You really can't take it out unless you're crafty here. It has screws, and you could probably open this case up and replace it. Would just take some skills. Going top of the radio, we got our whip antenna here. This is an excellent length, and it's great for shortwave. This extends out to 22 inches, 28 inches. Yep, don't want to deny that. You can see it's got a lot of segments there. We also got the model number up here, tuning, that's rotary encoder, and it goes down. So you got squelch and volume on that. You have browse, but I could never get it to work properly. So you might see this thing start browsing by mistake because I didn't really want it to. We have a headphone jack. Headphone experience, just expect a bright neutral tone on all stations. You will have some noise and hiss at low volume, so expect that because it's a digital radio. And here we have our Type-C input to charge the radio and also to update the radio because this has the ESP microcontroller. And I'm going to show you what that looks like. So yeah, the ESP microcontroller looks something like this. It's controlling the radio. I don't know if it's the same thing, but it's a small little chip. And yeah, it's pretty high performance. And it has Bluetooth and Wi-Fi built into it. And this does too. So it's the same chip in there, which is really nice. And it drives everything. And it's updatable, which is fantastic. And yeah, we're hoping to see more. Now, the Russians have a firmware for this thing that looks really good, but you got to pay for it. So I'm not going to pay for it. We'll wait for Raddy to come out with a better one. So I'm going to lower this down and turn it on and show you all the different button combinations this thing has. Now, this is a touch screen, by the way. Everything's done by touch. I try a stylus, but it just doesn't work as well as me touching the screen. So you're going to have to get used to my big fingers in the way. So let's have some fun. Try to make sure I go over everything. There's a lot. If I miss something, I miss it. You guys just ask in the comments section. Let's turn it on. Press and hold the power button. And it'll go to a boot menu, horizontal like this. There you go. There's dark mode. And then it defaults to the vertical format. Now you can change that to the horizontal if you wanted to lay your radio like this, which you can, which is pretty cool. Less likely it only falls a few inches. Versus if it's standing here and it falls a little further. Let me bring it up to the camera here so you can see what's going on. The screen, as you can see, it shows quite a bit of information. It shows if your BFO is active for single sideband tuning. Attenuator, it's set at value 4 right now, which is nice. So you can turn off the AGC and do automatic or manual attenuation. That's what I do. FM, we have bandwidth. I think I set that manually to 110, or you can go to auto. The cool thing about this is it has different functions, and I'll show that to you as well. Band you're on, FM, and stepping. 100 kilohertz stepping. Of course, the frequency we're on. And I wonder, do I have anything transmitting? Let's see. Radio todderbert. There's radio todderbert. All right. So we can go ahead and press down. Get our various options. So here's our volume. Rocking, liking that. Oh yeah, I forgot to do $20 test. Somebody's gonna mention that. There's your $20 size comparison. You need a few more 20s to buy this though. All right. Before I forgot to do that. So volume's cool. You can mute right here. It's got a mute button. Great touchscreen is really cool. So frequency you're on, if you're in stereo, this does have RDS, but it's not finished, so we're not even going to demo that. It's a big mess. It doesn't work properly, so that's unfortunate. Here we have, I guess, as you guessed, signal strength indicator. Beautiful. Loving that. I think if I turn off my transmitter, you can see it go down. There you go. Turn my transmitter back on. On, please. The switch isn't doing so hot. There we go. And then you can see the battery life. It says 4.14 volts. It's kind of nice it has that. And of course our volume, 0 to 100%. Now buttons. Yeah, we got a ham button, which is cool. So we press the ham button. It's going to take us to the different ham bands. So we can go right to there to listen in on any kind of transmissions. We probably won't hear anything tonight, but maybe if I get a chance, I will try to access those bands. And I think to go back, you hit a blank spot anywhere. It should take us back. If it doesn't, I think it's top of the screen. Let's see. There we go. Try that. Try top of the screen or wherever there's a spot not to hit anything. I thought it was locked up a few times, but you could back and then redo it. That's nice to know. Band, just as it says, hit the band button. FM, long wave, medium wave. All your standard broadcast bands segmented there on shortwave. CB and airband. Airband I'm not going to demo. There's a reason why. I'll explain it. But it does have airband, and if you're very diligent with this current firmware, you could have a little fun, but you're not going to have hardly any. It is what it is. But yeah, here nor there. But yeah, I can pick different bands, which I will be doing. So let's exit this here. Okay, go back. We got frequency, just as it says. Touch screen, you can enter your frequencies manually. Hit OK. Pretty awesome. Make sure to use the decimal if you're doing megahertz. Otherwise, it's going to default to shortwave frequencies. So something to keep in mind when you're entering in. If you want to try to go to megahertz, especially airband, you want to hit the decimal. Okay, so we're going to exit out of here. All right, yeah, so it's going to get stuff on there, and I might be wiping it off, but it's the only thing about touch screens is you have to clean them off every so often. There's your BFO. If you load it, it has it's like weird color to it. It's like it's already active, but that means you can't use it. It's got this different, like it's like highlighted like a dark blue. That means you can't press it. It won't do anything in this mode. But if you're in the shortwave mode, it'll have it so you can use it. Step function, just as it says step, depending on what band you're on, will give you choices. 100 kilohertz, 10 kilohertz on FM. A medium wave, I'll show you guys. Anytime I switch, I'll try to show you the step function and what values are there. Bandwidth, same thing. FM is pretty cool. It has auto. And it also has 40, 60, 84, and 110. 110 is great. Stereo comes in fantastic. So there's that. And yeah, so we'll demo here in a second. But I just want to go through all the little functions just so you know what's going on with this radio. Then we'll have some fun and you can see me hitting buttons. Automatic gain control. If you hit that, it disengages the attenuator. I haven't found any really use for the automatic gain control, though I did have a couple strong medium wave stations that distorted, and I just used the attenuator to back it off, and it came in perfectly clear. So that's awesome. Keep that in mind if you have any distortion on strong signals. Engage your attenuator and manually control the radio. So attenuation, as you can see, it's on 4. You can adjust it with the rotary knob. I believe it goes quite a high value. There you go, 26. I'll leave mine around 4 is a good setting for me. Okay, mode button's not letting me do anything on mode because mode's pretty much set for shortwave, lower sideband, upper sideband, CW mode. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Mute function. Whoops, tuning. Squelch. Press again, get our volume. There you are. Nice. Let's mute it again. We do have volume control, and you can tap it right there and start turning it so you don't have to press it down. That's actually pretty handy. We'll go back to mute. Next, another page of stuff. I'm trying to show you guys. Up and down, these are browse buttons. They're not great. Browsing is not fun on this radio. You better know what frequencies you want and just enter them manually because browsing is just not perfect on here. I noticed when I was browsing shortwave, it was ending in 3s and like odd numbers, 7s. It never landed on 0s, no matter what I did, unless I did 1 kilohertz scanning, and that is slow. You guys know that. It's the only way I could scan shortwave and get anything was using 1 kilohertz. So they got to change a lot in the firmware. So just letting you know. But up and down browse. Scan is weird. You can hit scan, and what it does is it frequency scans, and it looks between a segment, like right now it's looking between 92.94 to 102.5, and it's looking for strong frequencies. It's just a guide. It's not exactly it sometimes, just letting you know. Like if I'm going to tune, I'm on a peak there and it's noise. See, it's nothing perfect. It just gives you a general idea that there's something going on there. So it's cool. You could change the scale of it. I think you can widen it up or narrow it in, and steps and everything else. So cool if you're into the scanning function, kind of like almost like an SDR. So interesting. Hopefully they can make that better too as well. All right, what else we got? Setup's fun. So you can start the FM at 64, which I won't for my radio. Seek AM at 1 kilohertz. Yes, I had to do that because I was trying to figure out a way to scan shortwave properly. Next, we're going to start demoing it in a second. More stuff, read it. More stuff, read it. There's your vertical screen. You can turn it off. Pretty awesome. Setting lights and everything. Let's see, scales, scan accuracy. Battery, Wi-Fi on. So if you're doing Wi-Fi updates, I guess, it's pretty cool. You can do Wi-Fi update. And Bluetooth, I believe, connect. Power something's on. Oh, power on, excuse me. The price is on there. I don't know why it got cut off. Probably shows if you go horizontal mode. But yeah, it's on right now. And I think clean would just be disconnect. So let's get out of this mode and finish this up here. We got light, so you can control the backlight. I think we'll leave it as it is, but so let's just control the brightness. As you can see, you can go off, and we can get super bright. I forgot where I was at, like right out there. So looks good enough, right? Yeah, okay. I can always play with that if we have to. Squelch function. I didn't really get into that because I couldn't get the airband to work. So, but you do have a squelch function with a lot of options. So I'm hoping they can make that work. I really do. That would be fantastic. RDS, again, a failed attempt. I wouldn't even mess with RDS. You have to be on FM mode, it says. Hit this FM button. And it's the only way RDS is able to engage. And you have all these Italian presets that you can't delete. And it only lets you go to those Italian presets, which is the weirdest thing in the world. So, yeah. And right now it's not even letting me tune. So, there's that. So, yeah, now we're in like a locked mode. And this happens with this radio quite a bit, where it does lock up. And usually I press on the top and it gets me back. But in this case, it didn't. Lovely. So we're going to turn it off, turn it back on. Press and hold. Press and go back on. Now, FM reception report, I'm going to give it real quick while we're waiting for this to boot back up. It got an okay to good. 56 stations found. Selectivity is okay to good. Fair, okay, good, very good, excellent. So it falls right in the middle. It's not fantastic, which I was surprised with a 28-inch antenna. FM is just not as strong suit on this radio. Shortwave is. So we're almost through here. Let's go through more buttons. Retro, don't even play with. I'll show it to you guys. It's funky. I don't even know what's going on. And if you hit city, it takes us to like Italian cities. So yeah, this thing, it's just not finished. Here, get out of here. Go back. Got a retro mode. Info, yeah, if you can read it. Let me see if I get really, really close. It shows us our software. Date and time is wrong, probably because I never connected, I'm guessing. AM, it's showing on my 909 kilohertz. Weird. I don't know why I'm at a weird. It does that sometimes. It doesn't remember where you're at. That's kind of annoying. It remembers quite a bit of other stuff, though. Like bandwidth that you currently selected, FM and then AM. Step sizes, what they're currently at. That's pretty cool. And of course the information on the size of the EEPROM. So that's fun. Okay. So then we I think it was almost everything. There's FM mode I showed you. The only way to get the RDS, and it doesn't really work unless it, yeah. Memo. Hit memory. You have 75 slots. So, and you can name them, which is, it's got Russian or something, or other English, or maybe Italian. I don't know. It has another alphabet in there, and it's a pain, so I didn't even bother. As you can see, I got an FM station in there. I think I got some shortwave down here. Let me see. Oh, no, that's my airband. 10.7 kilohertz. That's what it did when I put in 125 megahertz. Yeah, so that doesn't work, which is unfortunate. So I don't want to do airband. so we won't cover that. But there's your shortwave, so you can demo that in a little bit. And there's an AM station, medium wave. So yeah, that's handy there, and you can have it mixed and set it up however you want it. So 75, that's what you get. It's good on a radio like this, because you know the little baby brother, the ATS20 Plus. This guy here, I think you picked for $35 or something off eBay. This is a great radio. I really like it. You know, you got to use a kind of external antenna setup as well. But yeah, it doesn't have any memory at all, so it's all tuning. So there's that. It's got a little micro screen. Oh, dude. All right, but that's a fun radio. I enjoy that. I haven't reviewed that one yet, but I thought I'd bring it out and show you the size. I had it sitting there for that fact. So we're ready to have some fun. I guess this video is going to go a little longer. If you guys want to, just skip ahead. Let's have some fun. So let's go ahead and go to our FM band, because now we're on AM for some reason. Let's go to FM. Oh yeah, it might have been. I might have hit something with the presets, I'm guessing. Okay, so let's turn this up. Volume. Pretty basic. We're using a FM transmitter 2 by C-Crane, transmitting on that frequency, 97.7. Using an MP3 player with royalty-free music.
Sacred stone. Oh, this you crazy mother.
If you're like, that sounds tinny, let's turn on the Foz power.
Connect.
So that's pretty cool. Yeah, I just want to demo it real quick. The audio, I don't want to go crazy. Yeah, the antenna doesn't sound fantastic. I'm too close to it. But there you go. That's cool with the Bluetooth send, huh? I automatically did it. I love it. And that'll work with your headphones as well. That's a great feature. And it doesn't interfere with the reception of the radio. They got it right. Awesome. Okay, so we'll leave it connected, I guess, if you want, or we could just disconnect it. I think you guys might want to hear it through the normal speaker, probably. Yeah, you do, because you're going to be carrying it. So let's just go ahead and turn this off. But I wanted to show you that. Whoops. It connects. Disconnected. All right, let's kill that. All right. Tuning time. Tuning time. Don't know if you heard me. Trying to talk over the hiss of the radio. So we're going to go to the ham band. Let's just see if we can pick up anything. We'll pick 60 meter. Thinking it's pretty low. Okay, we're going to have to pick another one, 80 meters. So I was looking for, yeah, there it is. 80. Okay, that's where we want to go. And I got my little antenna. We're gonna just extend this here. And just clip on a little Kato T1 wire to the antenna mast. Works the same as hooking it to the bottom of the radio. I've noticed about the same performance. This will get us. So let's see if we can pick up any hams. If not, we'll go right to the to the radio band. So let's turn this up.
Gold at the fastest rate we've seen in a century. Why? They're preparing for something that's coming.
Right.
Everybody, see, people are.
Yeah, I got in the BFO mode and I forgot how to turn it off. So anyway, we're on the shortwave and I'm scanning now at 1 kilohertz, so it's going fairly slow. But I thought I'd show you. So yeah, that was showing the WWV. I'm in Chicago, Illinois, USA. I want to give you my time, 11:53 p.m. That's Central Daylight Time. It's fall of 2024. Yeah, having fun here. So no, yeah, the ham radio. Yeah, I got to go back to the ham band. So let's do that. Let's go back to ham and see if we can't find anybody on 80 meters like I was trying earlier. Just missed something there. Yeah, so you can go really fine-tune there on the step. It's automatically adjusting it. If you notice, now it's 10 hertz, and then it goes even higher. So that's nice. You just keep hitting step. Didn't know it did that. That's cool. All right. Let's turn this on. A lot of volume control. Okay, so you heard them. They were there. I just wasn't able to tune them in, but unfortunately, I was hoping I was close to something. But I was able to do it. There we go. Okay, cool. So you get the idea, right? So there's quite a bit to find shortwave band. Let's go to a different band. They were talking, just kind of hard to pick them up. We'll go to medium wave, show you how this works. I'll leave the antenna hooked up. So you saw the bandwidth when we were in single sideband mode. It's the same as all the others. On regular shortwave, medium wave, airband, you get all this. 1 kilohertz, 2, 3, 1.8, 2.5, 4, 6. That's pretty nice. So quite a bit of control over the bandwidth. Leave it on 3. And then you can change your stepping. Right here, we're going to change it to 1 kilohertz to get on frequency. And then we're going to change to 10. That's my location. And we'll tune here. I'm using the long wire. Now, you have that lockout and low noise amplification. So let's hit the low noise. So double tap this bottom left button. Oh, hold on a second. I can't remember. There it is. LNA.
Unexpected challenges, and sometimes it can make you feel overwhelmed. You are not alone. Help is here. Call or text 988
At 8:22.
Find free and supportive adult education centers near you at finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
from the Medicare Solutions.
Okay. Sometimes the buttons work, sometimes they don't. It's fun. KDKA. They just said it. Cool. I was going to say KDKA, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, 450 miles. I'm just using the wire and the whip antenna, so just passive. I just engaged the LNA, low noise amplifier, by double pressing this button here. Nice.
Vice President Harris is spending most of her time between now and Election Day in battleground states. CBS's Nancy Cordes says Harris...
For Nikki Haley's overcome
There's WBZ.
in the primary. Think about how dangerous and damaging it is to have someone who's totally erratic.
Mute this.
Totally erratic.
Ugh.
Unstable.
Former President Donald Trump...
So my button's locked up again, which I don't know why. I don't know why it's locking up. Anyway, WBZ, Boston, Massachusetts, 880 miles. You get the idea. It works, even with a wire hooked up to the whip with the low noise amplification on. It's fantastic. And right in the middle of the band. And it should pick up the lower part pretty easily if we just hit... I can get out of this. Maybe it'll give me some options. Come on, screen. Yeah, see, this is another thing where it's just like... At least it's happening to me, and I'm showing to you on camera here that, yeah, it's not letting me do anything else right now. I can lock out stuff. Oh, that's why. I'm touch locked. Hello. That's why this works. Okay, so TL means touch lock. It's a tiny little symbol. If you didn't know that was there, you wouldn't know why it wasn't doing what it's doing. Now it's working. I wonder how long it was like that. Do-do-do. Oh, lovely. So yeah, we're having some fun here. This video's going longer than I thought, but hey, what the heck, right? It is an interesting radio. There's a lot to it. So yeah, what are we gonna do? Let's turn it up, I guess. Oh yeah, memory.
Temperatures being 30 degrees above average.
With a power of over 100 meteorologists resulted in multiple convictions and prison sentences.
WGN, Chicago, local.
The son of Mexican drug lord Joaquin El Chapo Guzman, Olivito.
Why is he here? Why is he getting so much money? Why is he still playing? Why is he so bad? What did you think was going to happen?
Okay, this is 670. You can hear it's really chopping up. It sounds like it's overdriven. And that's the attenuation, so you can actually change that. So let's go ahead and do that.
It was not me. The Lions beat the Vikings on a last-second field goal, or at least very close to it. They are right now the kings of the NFC North. The best division.
Okay, that's because we're not able to fine-tune it with this wire.
And the Bears had the week off. Otherwise, they would probably beat a bad team again this week as well. The Eagles beat the Giants, which is exactly what Giants fans deserve. Not for just letting Saquon Barkley go, the Giants, but Eagles fans, or Giants fans, I should say, celebrating that one game where Saquon Barkley dropped the pass and the Eagles lost to Atlanta. Ha ha ha. Well, how do you feel?
Okay, cool. So we're done with that band. Let's see. Kind of covered that. Okay, yeah, like I said, airband. Airband, it's pretty much, you have to know your frequency. I mean, you could try to scan, but I don't think you can. No, it doesn't let you do it. You can't browse, and you can't scan the airband. You actually have to enter the frequency in manually, and then when you go to save it under your presets, it doesn't let you save it properly, which is a pain. Like right here, 120, 350. Go to memory, pick an empty bank, press, or actually add, excuse me, and see it automatically puts 10.7 kilohertz no matter what you do. So I'll just delete that. Delete, dude. Oh, X, okay. So yeah, it's the weirdest thing. I don't know why it does that, but let's get out of there. That's our airband. It doesn't do anything. FM. If I hit here, it screws it up. So we have to go to the band, go to FM. Manually tune because if I browse, it won't pick up anything. We're not picking up much downstairs either here. You get the idea. Pretty simple. Alright. Then you got the send, of course, which is nice. Like I said, shortwave is where it's at on this radio, totally. So let's go over final thoughts on the ATS200. As you can see, there's try to cover everything I could. I think I covered everything that you can see here. Again, I was trying to show step values and that. I didn't do it on all of them, but it's not a big deal. You're not missing out. Here. And then I just want to make sure I covered the band properly. So that there's our bands. There's CD, where it starts on the CB band. So it's always defaults to that same. And it even says you're on CB mode. Cool. And yeah, the neat thing is you can, I believe, I won't let you do the BFO, but I believe on mode, it will let you go upper and lower sideband. So you are able to change the modulation. That's the same with medium wave too as well. Yeah, puts me at a weird frequency. Gotta love it. What a pain. But again, if you do the same thing mode, you're able to do that. So, nice. Interesting. Okay, cool. Let's turn it off. Let's do final thoughts on the ATS200 from Raddy. Alright, cool. Let's go over my likes and dislikes. So, likes. I like that the firmware can be upgraded. Thank you, because this radio needs it by miles. I mean, I do enjoy it more than this little guy. I do enjoy this more. It is actually a fun radio on the hand bands. You heard I was able to pick stuff up just with my little wire here and ad hoc in it. But yeah, this is definitely a lot of fun on single sideband, and the ability to upgrade, it's going to need it through your Type-C port with your computer. I think you'll have to know how to use the Arduino package to update this one. I don't think you have to use Python. I don't remember, but I think it's pretty simple to update. So hopefully we'll get a good update for this radio. So you gotta be kind of a nerdy guy, tech guy for this radio. This is a tech radio, for the tech guy. Yeah, I like the, like I said, single sideband is fun. Medium wave is great when I hook up a passive loop. So if you have a Turk Advantage passive loop, like I do right here, I was gonna demo it, but I ran out of time. Hook it up. I'm gonna have some band scans dedicated with this loop to this radio because it works so well. expect those videos in the future. It is amazing. Cool touchscreen. I love the touchscreen. I do think when it's working and I didn't lock it out by mistake, and with the little tiny symbol, I didn't even know it was locked out. Man, whatever. I like the fact it has memories. These particular radios, like I said, don't usually have them. This didn't have them. But this came with 75, so that's nice. At least it has that. Aluminum body. Very sweet. I just like the way it's built, put together nice. And of course, the big one is Bluetooth send. So you don't have to use standard wired headphones. You can use wireless headphones. You can use wireless speakers, like the Fuzz Power, like you heard here. That is good. I like that. I like listening to my single sideband through a different radio. It's a fingerprint magnet, as you can see here. Yeah, it's going to pick up all the oils in your hands. But now my dislikes. Better firmware. Yeah, who could have guessed? Yes, it's not great right now, unfortunately. That is a bummer. Better FM reception. FM reception just kind of sunk on this thing. I thought it'd be much better with this longer antenna, but it's not, unfortunately. Better documentation for sure. A better browse search function. Hello, what's going on there? Improved or include a tuned loop stick. You know, at least this. Include this. That'd be nice. This does help. I didn't show it in the video, but it does help. But it was working with the wired. I thought that was nice. But yeah, we're picking up KDKA and we're picking up Boston. Fantastic. But yeah, this is nice to have as an option. It'd be nice to have it included. What else would I like on here? Of course, better documentation, better FM reception. Yeah. So right now, recommendation. I would only recommend this radio to somebody who's a tech enthusiast and who wants to mainly listen to shortwave broadcasts, shortwave single sideband, some FM, and some strong AM stations, as it sits right now. That's how I would recommend it to you. If you want RDS, no. If you want airband, no. If you want to tune properly, browse easily, no, it's not for you. If you know what frequency you want to go to, you know what part of the band you want to go to, use that band function, use the touch screen, the numeric keypad, enter in your frequency. Those are the things you're going to want to do. It's only for the tech enthusiast. Otherwise, it is going to be a pass. So it gets a maybe recommendation. And what I recommend instead, the Texan PL368. That's a great little radio, single sideband. It has little tiny buttons, but you can see touchscreen is not always the best either. So, but there is that radio, and it does its job very well. It has ETM function. It has, I think, time saved categories, which is really cool. So it saves your presets by the time of day, which is very important on shortwave and medium wave. So that's something. But it doesn't have Bluetooth send, which I really like on this radio. I think that's an absolute. I don't know, it really helps. It helps me recommend this to people, to the tech guys. So there it is, the ATS200. Hope you enjoyed this long video. It went on, but I had fun making it, so hope you enjoyed it too. Give it a like if you like it. If you like these newfangled radios, ATS200 or stuff like this, you want to see more of them, let me know down in the comments section. Hit subscribe at the bell icon, get notified of videos. And of course, tell me what you think of this particular model. Would it be one you'd add to your collection? Are you going to wait for better firmware? Are you going to pay the Russians for the better firmware? 'Cause I think there is a better firmware out there for it. I think there was a 120 and this is the upgrade to the 120. I could be wrong, but I think that's true. Let me know what you guys would do. All right. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in my next awesome video.